Hello and welcome. Thank you for logging on and for viewing this. We just wanted to provide you with a bit of information about the brilliant start that Year 7 have made with us at KCC. We also want to provide you a bit of information about how we have supported them to make that brilliant start, and a few things about the structures that we use here at KCC in order to make sure that they can be their best self. So please feel free throughout this presentation to pause, to stop it, to have a read through the information on the slides. I'm not going to read it directly to you, so please just feel free to pause whenever you'd like. So one fantastic development that has happened this term is KCC being awarded its Silver Award for Rights Respecting School. So we were previously a bronze rights respecting school, which is something we're really proud of, but we've been working towards that silver and already on track in order to try to achieve that gold. Now, lots of different students and staff, governors, parents were involved within this whole process of achieving this award. The Year 7 students themselves, they were brilliant the way they were talking to the reviewers, articulating really clearly about their own rights and how the school respects them. And it's just real recognition of all the hard work from everyone a part of our community to ensure that every single person has their rights respected. So brilliant development. What are we actually talking about? Now, these are some of the key articles as part of those rights, and I just wanted to flash them up just to remind you about what they are when we're discussing them. So these are in the forefront of all the decisions that we make here at KCC, thinking about the best interests of the child, the purpose and the goals of these education. Why are we here? What are we trying to do? We're making sure we're setting students up to be their best possible selves and then thrive outside in whatever they decide to do later on in life. Now, we also make sure we respect every single child's view, and this is shown with regards to all the different steering groups, the student participation, the student voice. All of that is really foundational in everything we do here at KCC. So I just wanted to share with you a couple of comments that the reviewers said when they came in to award us on our Silver Award. So saying that the students were warm and positive, which is completely true. All of our students are so polite and kind and respectful to one another. And it's clear to see that students are supported there. And that was just lovely to hear. And like I said, I couldn't be more proud because I popped in and spoke to the reviews just after some of the students, and I heard just some of the way that they were articulating and talking about their rights and how they feel at school. I was just so proud. It was a brilliant moment. So thank you to all students that are involved in that whole process. Now, this is our strapline at KCC, an outstanding learning community where individuals thrive. And that is the driving force for everything we do here, making sure that we enable students to thrive, to be their best selves, to challenge themselves, to try new things. That is the whole purpose here at KCC. And students and staff, they talk about behaviour that is scholarly, and that's what we're really trying to embed. What is it to be a scholar? And really fostering that love of learning, that growth, wanting to improve, wanting to help others. So we try to help our students to be scholars, the best they possibly can. But what does scholarly behaviour actually look like? Well, those are just some of the key points there about what we believe a scholar is. So it's about showing up on time. It's about being polite. It's being prepared for your learning. It's being respectful. It's all the basics that we ask as every single member of our community. And all of our students, they try their hardest every single day in order to be a scholar. And Year 7s have been absolutely phenomenal in showing us their scholarly behaviour this half term. Scholarly behaviour is by using our ATL grades, so attitude to learning grades. Now, students receive their average attitude to learning grade every single week, and then that's recorded down in their planner for them to be aware of what their current ATL is and where they are, and also to convey that home and pass that on to you at home, so you're aware of how they're currently doing and how their teachers feel they're currently doing. So ATL1 is what all students strive for. It is outstanding, it's exceptional, it's consistently working at that really high level. That's what we all aim for. Now 2 is also good, it's brilliant, it's still working hard, it's getting the work done. And then you've got ATL3, which is possibly inconsistent at some times. So it can be good, but sometimes not so much. And then 4 is when we have slight concerns, but occasionally produce good work, but not necessarily where we'd like them to be. So ATL grades is something to look out for in your child's planner. So have a look. Are they aware of their ATL grade? Do they know where they currently are? Now at KCC, we teach in what we call a cycles model. Now, that cycles model means that we have 3 cycles throughout the academic year, and all departments and all subjects follow the same structure. So on that first week, you have that cultural context. So essentially, we find out what they know. What is the starting point? What is the baseline? So we find out that information in that first week, and that then guides the learning that's going to then take place over those next 11 weeks. So weeks 2 to 10, that's all the teaching weeks. That's just your general content, your information, checking, understanding, obviously all throughout. But then when it comes to week 11, then we have what's called assessment week. Now, assessment week is when they will be checked on the knowledge that they've just gone through on those previous 10 weeks. And then we also want to identify any gaps in their learning. And then week 12 is then we plug those gaps. So we call it the super teaching week, but it's basically when we revisit any information, when we have a look at the outcomes of the assessments, and then make sure that everyone is exactly where they need to be before we move on to that next cycle. Now, it's using these cycle models. This is why we know that students are going to catch up. They're going to be in a good place because they are shown pedagogically to work. Now, it wouldn't be a presentation from me without talking about home learning at all. So there are 2 different types of home learning that we have for our students. You've got the short knowledge organizer home learning. So that's just a short 15-minute KO. It may come up on their show my homework knowledge organizer. And that's using their knowledge organizer booklet. So where you've got all the different subjects with the different pages in there, and then they just use the strategies of read, cover, write, check in order to go through and learn the different key concepts. So home learning is just embedding that learning that they're doing in class, just checking their understanding and making sure that it's really embedded within them. Now, we also have the extended tasks. Now, those extended tasks, they're slightly longer, so they're 30 minutes. And those tasks, they're going to ask them to push themselves, to try something, to maybe do a piece of writing, maybe do a bit of investigation, research. So it's something extra. It's not just using the knowledge organizer, it's something a little bit further. Now, Year 7 have been brilliant with their home learning. Obviously, it's a new thing for lots of students not having home learning previously at primary school, but they've been great with being organised, with using Show My Homework, making sure they're checking it, bringing it in, and then getting that recognition for all their hard work. Now, we do also offer, just so you're aware, home learning support, which runs every single lunchtime, and that's available to all Year 7 students. And there's also Spark support, which runs lots of lunchtimes up in the maths department as well, if students want in particular help with their maths. So there's lots of different ways that students can come along and they can get support with their home learning. Now, another one of the key strategies that we use here at KCC in order to support students to be their best selves is the reading canon. Now, the reading canon is 3 mornings a week during their tutor time. They read a key text all together as a tutor group in order to help them with their literacy, in order to build up their confidence with reading aloud, and also gives them that cultural capital. The books are brilliant, and the selection include things like How Are the Baskervilles and Northern Lights in Year 7. So they read it all as a tutor class. They use lots of different strategies to check that they're following, to check their understanding, and it really just helps them to improve, because we know that students that have help with their literacy are going to make better progress because they're able to access the learning, to access the information, and therefore succeed and thrive. We have a culture of celebrating success, narrating that positive, finding that and really celebrating the amazing achievements of our students. And in Year 7, there are plenty of them. It has been a brilliant half term. So some of the key things that we recognise are commendations. So when students produce brilliant work in their lessons, they can earn stickers, which then build up to commendations, which then, as you can see, build up to different awards. Now, we have given out so many commendations, and I'll show you in a second just how many we're up to in Year 7. We've also started to give out lots of other awards, tutor awards, and even year leader awards as well. So we also recognise the brilliant success with lots of other things like cookie stickers, just for helping and supporting other students. It's not an academic award, it's just for doing something good, helping someone else and being part of our community here. We also have a Tutie of the Week, where once a week a Tutie is recognised just for doing something good, for helping out someone, or it could be for improved progress, anything like that. We also have Student of the Week awards as well. So there's lots of different ways that we recognise our students' success here. Now, we just had our celebrating success for this half-term assembly, and it was an absolute pleasure to celebrate with Year 7s all of their hard work. So just to give you a bit of an outline, the amount of commendations that have been earned within year 7 is 1,601. That is absolutely phenomenal, and that is testament to their dedication, their commitment, their engagement, their positivity that we have seen throughout this half term. Now already 217 of year 7 have earned a tutor award, and they get that for earning their 3 commendations. Now, even more amazing, we have 55 individuals have already managed to get their Year Leader Award, which is when they get 10 commendations. And we've also had 15 students that have been selected as a Student of the Week for a member of staff so far. We've also had loads and loads of Tutees of the Week and cookie stickers also being awarded through year 7. So they have had a brilliant half term, and I really hope the year 7 know that we recognise all of their hard work. So part of being an outstanding learning community where individuals thrive is because we have these excellent standards. So we maintain brilliant standards of uniform with our amazing new uniform that our students are wearing with pride, making sure that students are fully equipped for the day, that they've got their 5 a day, everything they need, they're ready to go, and their tutor supports them in the morning to make sure they can do that. Punctuality, so making sure they're on time, we don't have that lost learning time, that they are there ready for the start of the lesson with their equipment raring to go. That their attendance, that they're showing up, that they're coming into college, even when they're feeling maybe a little bit ropey in the morning, it's a little bit grim on a winter's night, they're still coming in because they know the best place for them, the place they need to be is school. And also about their impeccable behaviour. It's about how they treat others, being respectful to members of staff and other members of our community, and how they are representing KC as well, going out on fixtures and other events. So these are the excellent standards that we hold here at KCC, in which we foster in all of our students. About earlier with regards to the different activities on the different days, and then the equipment, the 5 a day that we talk about to make sure that all students are prepared and ready for the day. So you can see that on this Monday we have the assembly, then Tuesday is the welfare consistencies, it's making sure that students are aware of their ATLs, of their attendance, they're checking in with them. We also gotta love a good quiz in year 7, I love a good bit of competition, and then we've got the reading canon sessions to really support with their literacy skills for the other 3 days. And there you can see, like I said, the key equipment that we say that all students should have for them every single day to make sure that they are ready to learn. Attendance matters. Now, it matters because the amount of lost learning time can have a detrimental impact on any progress. This is shown by all research and all pedagogical understanding. So they need to be in front of their subject specialists, the experts in those fields that can help them to thrive, to learn the information that they need in order to be their best selves and really succeed and do whatever they want to do later on in life. So I'd just like to thank you for all of your support with attendance and with fostering that positive attendance, improving it and sustaining that really good attendance here at KCC. But you can see there from some of the percentages. So we aim for 96%. That's what we would like all of our students to have at least. Obviously, we would love 100%, but I understand people get ill and other things arrive, of course. But below 96, then it starts to become a concern, and that's when there'll be engagement from ourselves, the EWO and other individuals in order to support you and the child in order to improve their attendance and get back into school. So I really like this question. How do we make our students feel happy and supported? It's a really important question, a foundational question, and there's lots of different ways that I can answer it. So we listen to our students. We work with our students. That is part of being a rights-respecting school. If they feel strongly about something, if they've got concern about something, they deserve to be heard, and they are heard. They can come speak to myself, as always, Miss Evans, their tutor, any member of the team. So they feel supported, they feel happy because they're listened to. We work with each other, we respect each other, and we make sure that we help each other to be our best selves. We also provide them with so many other opportunities outside that taught curriculum. So it's not just about what they do inside those lessons, but it's everything else here that KCC can provide to them. So it's those extracurricular opportunities, those opportunities to do student leadership, to represent your tutor group, to compete against other people. So it's all these fantastic opportunities that's going to enable them to feel supported and to be happy. So I just want to remind you of a couple of key faces for year 7. So you've got myself, so I'm the year leader in year 7, and it's an absolute pleasure and privilege to be there. We also have our Welsh mum in the middle there, so Miss Evans, our progress coordinator. So Miss Evans is a non-teaching member of staff, and she's always there to listen, to support, to encourage, and challenge people to be their better selves as well in Year 7. We also have Mrs. Sleep, who is our Senko, who works really closely with our Year 7s, supporting all of their needs and make sure that all of our students are able to access that curriculum and access their learning. Now, of course, there are loads of other individuals that are part of the SEND team that work closely with Year 7, as well as in the welfare team, as well as having our fantastic tutors that are there every single morning to check in, to reassure, to encourage and support all of our Year 7s. And it is a pleasure to work with so many fantastic professionals. Now, this is a question that I posed to lots of the Year 7s when they were Year 6s. It feels like ages ago now. But how are you going to challenge yourself this year? How are you going to get yourself out your comfort zone? What are you going to try that's new? What are you going to get involved in? Now, it's my expectation that students try at least 3 different clubs in the first term, and lots of students already absolutely smashed that and popped on to lots of different clubs, which is brilliant. Now, what will be coming out shortly as well is a sort of comprehensive guide of all of the extracurricular provision that we have here at KCC. It's still being collated because there is so much going on and still so many clubs are starting up and re-emerging after obviously lockdowns and post-COVID. But I really like students to think about how are they going to challenge themselves? What are they going to get involved in? What are they going to do that's going to push them out of their comfort zone? So finally, I'd just like to mention that on the KCC website, we have got the guide already up there for all the different clubs that are available within our PE department. So if you go onto the KCC website, then under Parents and then Extracurricular, that's where we upload lots of different guides. And this one is already up there with all the different clubs that are on offer at the moment in the autumn term at KCC. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you for your time yesterday evening with regards to the Meet the Tutor evening, and thank you for all of your support with making sure that your child makes the best possible start with us here at KCC. As always, if you have any questions, any queries, please get in touch, and I hope you have a lovely half-term break. Thank you.